Good morning and welcome back to the Angry Poolman channel, where we learn how to treat our pool and our pool man. And today is September 11th, and it is the 22nd anniversary of the attacks at on the Twin Towers. And wow, just to think back 22 years ago, do you remember what you were doing? I do. I was getting ready for an audition for a commercial that I was helping film for Verona Casino here in town. And yeah, man, we were glued to our TV sets, and yeah, guys, and our lives have been forever changed. And no matter what side of the aisle you vote on, let's make sure that today we act with dignity and gratitude. Treat everybody with compassion and respect. Let's take our chems here. Okay, so we got nothing. That's all right. We had a lot of heat and we have really high pH. Alkalinity and cyanuric, well, alkalinity is good and cyanuric is high. So we're gonna have to add some liquid here today. And but fortunately, look how clean the pool is. I'm gonna get to work. Okay, this is a very positive Monday starting off here. The pool is already really clean. We have no chemicals, so we've added a whole gallon for the week, and I don't know, about a third a gallon of the acid, and we applied it right along there where all our return lines are. We're cleaned up and chemmed up. We can move on. Okay, we have made it to Chocolate XL, stop number 2 on Monday. So all of my evidence that I've worked, I've hit the tile, brushed the stairs, we did spa suction, everything into, and this pool, I just did a filter clean here last week. Like I've said before, this pool's filter is grossly undersized. So when we have like a windstorm or when they have a party or something and a bunch of dirt gets in the pool, that actually like affects the performance and whether the spa will work or not. Okay, so but that is a nice little rule of thumb with this pool. When I notice that the spa is lagging, it is time for a filter clean. So we had plenty of chemicals, low pH, ain't nobody swimming. We're all back at school. So I'm gonna just skim the stuff that we got. Our 2-wheel drive Hayward pool cleaner's doing a good job. I'm waiting for the spa to come back up. Chocolate XL is not a inordinately hard pool to keep up with, but they definitely get their money's worth. We can move on. Okay, we're at stop 3, also known as the Obsession Pool, and per usual, it's looking great. This is an adult house, and we don't have all of the the rigmarole that you get with little pee-pee kids. Yeah, guys, I know we always hear the dogs barking here, but I want to talk about dogs. My life is ruled by them and I wouldn't have it any other way. I took my boys, I have 4, I have 2 boys and 2 girl corgis, and I took my boys to the vet on Saturday, and there was a family there that had just put their dog down, and whew, man, that is tough. I did that a good 15-17 years ago with a golden retriever named Max. Whew. That was rough. I want to send my prayers to the family because they're feeling it right now. So that being said, there's quite a bit of algae over here on the stairs, but that's just because they've been swimming and they turned off the pump when they're swimming. So I'm gonna brush. Once again, we need a filter clean here, but I have not got authorization from my customer to do one yet, and this guy, he wants me to let him know before I do it, so we will wait. Let me go brush. Yeah, I got to do a filter clean here. I'm just walking around the pool. There's algae. I wouldn't say everywhere, but like once again, it's time to do it, and it's visual indications, and also this is the time. So this is a Waterway filter here, and so we'll get down and get that one cleaned up. This is totally on me. I knew I needed to do this for probably 2 weeks now. And so, yeah, pool's low on water, so we're filling it up, trying our best not to make a mess around here. This is a total quagmire during the winter here. So let me just walk down here real quick and show you. Yeah, the Waterway DE grids are, this is no joke. This is, you know, kind of a, I would say, an advanced intermediate move here. So if you don't know how to put this back, don't try to put it back and get the band on incorrectly, because this thing can become a bomb, literally. And actually, this exact filter canister, when I took this thing over, when I took this pool over, the pool owner came and brought me here, and this was this is Waterway, like I told you, and this whole assembly, which they have replaced, Waterway replaced it for free because of a design flaw. This whole thing went sky high. It was at least 60 feet in the air, because what the homeowner had unfortunately done is what I am doing right here, is holding back the water with the Jandy valve. He's running the pump. All that back pressure took place, and boom, we had a bomb on our hands. So anyway, I'm gonna put it back, and then I'm gonna get this pool running again. Okay, we're all done here at the Obsession pool. I almost called it the Demoralizer, because this pool kicked my butt today. Anyway, no big deal. It was a little bit overdue for a filter clean. We added some synthetic DE. Don't do it, I have to add it because that's all I got. But anyway, this is all looking good. We're adding some water, and we're cleaned up, chemmed up, and now we got a filter clean. We have pushed the reset button, and we can move on. Okay guys, so sorry I didn't finish my video yesterday, but we're gonna pick it up Tuesday morning. It is 6:20 outside the long lap pool. And one of the things that I want to do today is put in my loaner MX6 at least for, like, you know, 20 minutes. And if it's just struggling, then I'll just take it out. Right now, you know, last couple of days I've been a doggy daddy, and I'm running, like I mentioned yesterday, running the dogs to the vet. And so today is the same. I'm going to take the girls today. So I'm out early, and we'll get our MX6 loaner in the long lap pool and see how he does. Okay, so I've been skimming and brushing and everything back here, and it looks really good. Water quality is great. I'll show you my Chems in a minute. And check out our Zodiac MX6. I think I'm going to take him out, in the sense that the hose that we have, this is the customer's hose, and yeah, see, look, check him out. He's climbing the walls. There's brushes underneath, right? So he's but, and then he takes a gulp of air eventually. So that's hilarious. He didn't even, the pump did not lose any prime. I'm listening to it the whole time. Yeah, I'm just fearful that he's just going to end up staying in one area. His gearing is that he wants to go long distances, and so that's why I was thinking, yeah, this might be good. But he also turns quite a bit too, or makes little spinning turns, and see, once again, he's climbing the wall. And you know, that's great to do once or twice or something, but if he's doing it with regularity, I mean, I can turn down the valve and everything, but he has to stay locked on the ground. Okay, so here are our chems. We have plenty of chems. Ain't nobody swimming. Alkalinity and cyanuric are good. So yeah, this pool's looking sweet. I'm gonna hit the tile again, but we're almost ready to move on. Okay, we have made it to the Amoeba, and it's looking dang good. Here are our chems. Oh, backwards. So we got plenty of chlorine, which is pretty rare for this place. A pH I do not need to touch. Alkalinity and cyanuric are good. And yeah, it's pretty hard to see this, but there's actually a Bernoulli effect going on with this, I don't know what you call it, the tornado skimmer basket. A homeowner purchased that a couple weeks back, and it's been working nice. Our Hayward Navigator is the official pool cleaner of NASCAR. He turns left with impunity. But yeah, I'm gonna, uh-oh, somebody's late or mad or both. But anyway, I'm gonna brush it up and we can move on. Okay, moving along. I'm kind of splitting my day up here. I'm gonna do 3 pools, and then I'm gonna take the dogs to the vet, and then I'm gonna do my 3 pools in my neighborhood. So, but yeah, we're here at the Palms and everything's looking good. We're getting the spa to do its spillover. Our Hayward 4-wheel drive pool cleaner does an awesome job. In fact, for this pool, this is the exact right pool cleaner. And even if these people were to say, hey, we've been watching your videos and we'd love one of those Zodiac MX6s, I'd probably say no, because this one is literally custom tailor-made for this pool. The 4-wheel drive Hayward pool cleaner has the gearing inside it that makes these long runs similar to the MX6, but the gearing is completely different. The only way it's similar is that they go straight in long distances. We're cleaned up and chemmed up. We can move on. Okay, yeah, the sun in the sky is in a different spot. Yeah, I took the girls to the veterinarian and they all checked out wonderfully, but we still have 3 pools to go. So here we are at the Big Fatty, and things are looking good. That's what happens when you have a great pool man. So here, let's check our chems. And yeah, this is absolute, you know, somebody talked about, hey, I have a salt pool, can I add tabs to it? Great question, something I do all the time. However, I don't necessarily use the tabs to raise the chlorination or the chlorine level in the pool. I do it to raise the cyanuric acid. Now, I get a little double because it will help chlorinate the pool, but this is a salt pool, and any salt pool, the salt cell needs to be doing some of the heavy lifting, right? And so that's why we're, you know, we're still a couple of months away from the temperatures really dropping appreciably. It's still going to be quite warm, still going to be swimming weather. Okay, hello, Southern California. This is why people move to San Diego, is so you can enjoy the sun year round. Okay, so no problem. This pool is, you know, really stays clean by itself. But a couple things. So, and I just absolutely adore these homeowners. I got a text this morning saying that, hey, Scott, we're going to be building there's an outdoor California room here. So, and then also they're going to be putting some sort of gating here. Hey Scott, if you're going to be around, we would love for you to give us some suggestions, so we, you know, build what you want. I mean, are you kidding? How nice is that? It actually blows me away. But yeah, there's a couple of ideas that I have for an enclosure, a surround for that equipment, and that'll make it all nice, and, you know, it'll make it look certainly a lot nicer than all of the plumbing and everything exposed. And then maybe we can get some stuff out of the sun, prolonging its life. But, you know, so I've already showed you the chems. I already showed you that the Hayward, excuse me, the Pentair Rebel, sorry, Pentair Rebel is working great. But we also have a second issue that, and I call this the Pentair Master Temp COVID issue. I've been doing this for quite a long time, and I've worked with Pentair Master Temp heaters, and they are the best in the business. You should expect to, when you buy one, have trouble-free use for like at least a decade, right? Well, they were trying to pump out so many more during COVID, during like lockdown and things like that, that the quality of these heaters has definitely gone down. And I always see these, you know, Master Temp 400s that have been built in the last 2 years, 2 to 3 years. The quality is lower, and the complaint that my homeowner gave me here today is something that's common. What happens, let's just say the pool's at 70, or the body of water, whether it's the spa or the pool that you're trying to heat, the pool's at 70, you want your set point to be 80, it'll go up to like say 74, 76, and then it'll cut out and it won't get up there to your set point. So that's what this homeowner has talked about. And this is I'm going to be calling Pentair, because once again, I'm not the Pentair rep. I know these heaters like the back of my hand, but it's not really appropriate for me to be taking these things apart. And there might be, you know, a sensor that's one of the 4 sensors that's here in this manifold right here. It might be just as simple as that. So anyway, I'm gonna get to brushing, and then we can move on to Geronimo's pool. Okay, I really need a hat, but we are definitely looking good here at the Big Fatty. Yeah, found another scorpion right here up against the wall. I'm not sure if he's alive, but I'm not sticking around to find out. But yeah, Pentair Rebels rebelling away, keeping us clean, and yeah, we're looking good, and we can move on. Okay, we have reached Geronimo's pool, and water's looking crystal clear, and you know, everything looks perfect. Here are our chemicals. Like I've said before, I wish they could all be California girls. Yeah, perfect. This is kind of what a Southern California winter pool looks like. That being said, I'm over here, you know, looking at the perimeter overflow here, and it's not working over there. Now, however, you go over here, which is in my opinion the low point on the pool, and you can clearly see it working. Yeah, and I know it's not a filter clean. I just did one of these, but you know, here's some evidence of our gardener buddies. Thank you for that, guys. So yeah, I can see it spilling over here, but the tile on the other side of the perimeter overflow is bone dry. It's not, yeah, it's like over here, this is all dry. So I'm not really sure what the solution is, whether I should just crank up the valve here and see if that yields anything. But I never touched this thing, and I don't think the homeowner does either. Yeah. Anyway, let me turn it to this and see if that will make it work a little differently, but let's see. And we have green light on our salt cell, so that's good. Anyway, so my only job here today is to make sure to brush. Like I said, we have plenty of chemicals, and we just want to make sure that all our systems are working. Now I go over here and I can still see our perimeter overflow walking down the way here. Yeah, I still don't see it operating, but anyway, I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes, and in the meantime I'll brush. Come right back. Okay, I feel good about this. Geronimo's pool is cleaned up, chemmed up, and we can move on. Whew. I feel good about this. Yeah, so we did a filter clean, we did a salt cell clean, and yeah, cleaners pulled out, the floaters out of the pool. Just gross sabotage. What are you gonna do? But now it's cleaned up and chemmed up, and I do feel good about this. Okay, we've done a filter clean here, we did a salt cell clean, and we still have some work to do on the salt cell, but the pool's looking good. And once again, if you ever, you know, are starting to notice that your pool is performing poorly, throw a filter clean at it. And this one definitely helping here. There's no chlorine in this pool because of course they took the floater out, and pH was super high, so a gallon of acid and a gallon of chlorine, and we put a tab in our floater, and yeah, I think in a couple hours this pool will clear up. It's pretty cloudy right now. But guys, if you got anything out of this, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't done so, and comment if you got something to say. I'm the original swimming pool fiduciary working for you guys out here in the field. I'm the Angry Pool Man. Guys, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you on the next video.